Thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. I'm going to share a quick presentation with you guys just to kind of help you understand what it is that we're doing with the Midnight Marketing Masters. My name is Shawn Mathis. I've also got my co-host, good friend, and partner, Jason Harrell on. We have a little bit of issues with the video, but he is a real person. He's a good-looking guy too, but he is married, so ladies, sorry. But anyway, what I want to do is kind of help you guys understand what exactly it is that we're talking about when we talk about affiliate marketing and internet marketing, and then also give you guys a kind of a glimpse of what it is that we're going to do with this program. Now, with the program, we are going to be teaching a handful of people how to start an online business, whether it's an e-com store, whether you have an existing business and you're just looking to grow it. Maybe you're part of an affiliate program and you want to know how to capitalize on it. Maybe you're brand new to this and you want to just create an additional revenue stream with internet marketing or affiliate marketing. Maybe you want to become a coach or start a digital marketing program or agency. Any of those things we can help you with because we have experience in doing it and a proven track record of success. So like I was telling you guys in the intro, I never got into this business to teach people how to get into this business. And I think that's important to know because there's a lot of people in this space doing what we're doing right now who got here to teach people how to get here, which I think that's a really bad motive. And I think a lot of times people who get into something just to get other people into it, they're misguided. They oftentimes don't have a track record of success of actually being successful, doing anything other than showing people how to do what they do, which is ultimately a big round circle of bullshit, right? You've got these MLM companies, and this is not MLM. Let me please tell you that this is not MLM. There are no MLM opportunities. However, not knocking it. If you're part of an MLM, we can help you. Presumably, if you've got a decent product behind you anyway, we can help you build that team. But that is not what we're doing here at all. You know, the thing with people who get into something just to recruit other people, like an MLM, where there's no actual substance or product or any deliverable. The whole thing is built on recruiting. It's just people getting people to do nothing but get people, and there's really no substance. And that's not at all why I'm here today and what my original objective or business model was. And that's why I had to have Jason help me with this, to be quite honest with you, because this is not my core business. I don't teach people how to become an affiliate marketer or internet marketer. But obviously I have a track record of success, and I have helped just by nature of proximity, dozens of people stop what they're doing in their current business, even sell businesses to just do this full time, and build very successful six-figure, multiple six-figure online revenue streams and give them the freedom and flexibility that they wanted. And that's just by simply teaching marketing strategies. You know, I got into this business to help people grow their business and build a marketing agency. And that's what we do. And by doing that, people like Jason have been able to take our marketing strategies and leverage what we teach them to grow their business, and they can instantly see the visionaries. They can instantly see the opportunity, the unlimited opportunity that the internet and affiliate marketing affords us by opening up to a global marketplace. So I will jump right in here to the presentation. So who the hell is Shawn Mathis? For those of you that don't know me, I actually, just a quick synopsis, I put myself through college as a real estate agent back in 2005. So from 2005 to 2008, I was in the real estate space. And then from there, I became a 2008 statistic in the real estate game, and I was ultimately driven out of the business. So a good friend of mine was actually, that I sent my insurance business to, he's like, you'd be great at insurance. Long story short, I got into the insurance world, fell in love with it, fell into some digital marketing strategies, learned how to ultimately become one of the top agents in the country. I was the #1 rookie agent in the, for the company. That's that guy right there. So I outsold 1,500 agents that year. I did 700 policies and just over $1 million of new business premium. For those of you that aren't in the insurance industry and that means nothing to you, it's a lot of fucking sales by yourself. It's a lot. There's very few people who do that. And it was enough to outsell every other person that was hired in the entire company that year, as well as put me in the top 5 nationwide with one of the top carriers in the world. So it's, and that was because of the marketing strategies and the way I was marketing myself and generating leads. From there, I was able to ultimately move into the marketing space, helping other agents do exactly what I do and replicate my processes and procedures. And then that's led me to partnering up with Doug and building a digital marketing agency, doing the coaching programs. I've also helped several celebrity figures launch coaching programs themselves and show them how to monetize their brand, their personal brand. People like Frederick Eklund from $1 Million Listing New York, we did 2 programs with him. Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympian, world champion. He's got the Guinness Book of World Records as a bodybuilder. Look him up if you don't know. These guys, all these guys have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. Katrina Camper's from the Apprentice season 1. She was runner-up on the show with Omarosa. You probably remember her. I did a joint venture with Grant Cardone back in 2015-16 called the Agency Alliance Insurance University. I worked with Craig Robertson of the Cleveland Browns. He now plays for the New Orleans Saints, starting linebacker. Helped him put out a program. So worked with a lot of people who have trusted me with their brand because they've seen the success that I've been able to produce with my own brand and my own programs, and I can kind of oversee and help them market and launch their own. And done speaking engagements with folks like Josh Altman from $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, Luis Ortiz. It goes on and on. So I've done a lot of cool things because of the success that I've had. And then ultimately that has led me to where we're at right now, where I've been able to help people replicate my success in their own world, with their own sphere, with their own programs, with their own products, but also showing them how they can generate affiliate revenue as well. So whether you want to do this and make a few hundred extra bucks, maybe pay a car payment, pay a house payment, or you're looking for a total career change, a total 180, and you want to pursue this full time so that you can leave your 9-to-5, or you're unhappy in your career, we can take you as far as you want to go. And that's ultimately our goal, is that you get what you want out of this. So before I jump in, Jason, do you want to, can you introduce yourself before we hop in and just kind of tell them a little bit about you? Did we lose Jason? Jason? Yeah, we lost him. Okay. So I'll just jump in. Hopefully he can, I'll see him when he comes back in. If you guys see him come back in, then just tell me that he's back and I will, you're self-muted. This is here. Sorry. This is not good, Jason. There's too many people to scroll through. Dude, I gave you the presenter login. Maybe you should be able to log in like that. There you are. Okay.
Hey, I'm here.
Let's try not to do that again. Okay. Go ahead. You want to introduce yourself, Jason?
Yes, sir. Got my camera up and going this time. So, but yeah, my name is Jason Harrell. I've been connected. You'll hear more about my story here in just a little bit. But I connected with Shawn about 2 years ago. Started off as an insurance agent. I was I was a guy just like many of you. Started off just doing insurance. I was started off as a producer, went on to manage 2 different offices. We had 1 agency, 2 offices, and I kind of, as Shawn mentioned just a few moments ago, I saw the value of what we can do online, and I really kind of took my life and career in a whole nother direction that I didn't really see coming. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. But I'm really excited to be here, really excited to be on this program with Shawn, and I can't wait to take a few of you and have you replicate what we've been able to put together and what we've been able to do.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little echo there. Just turn the speakers down, maybe. So I want to talk to you guys real quick about the experience generation. It's something that's really kind of important, and it rests as a cornerstone for everything that we're doing. They call it the experience generation because people born between 1980 and the year 2000 are no longer interested in like owning homes and saving money. They live by this whole YOLO. you only live once premise, and everything that they do is geared on experiences. They want to travel the world. They don't want to work as much. They are tech savvy. They want to be entrepreneurs. They want to make a difference and make an impact in the world. And ultimately, that is a huge cornerstone to everything that is digital marketing. And there's nothing new about affiliate marketing or internet marketing. It's just we've seen a massive shift because of the younger generation and the way in which they want to live their life. And most of your corporate 9-to-5s don't provide you that opportunity. They don't afford millennials, who are very smart, brilliant people. They get a bad rap by a lot of the other generations, but they don't see, companies don't really value the same things that the millennials do, and they don't have the opportunity to really live the life that they feel that they're called to live. And so being able to get into the internet marketing business or start their own company by opening up to a global marketplace online is very appealing to a lot of people. And so this is just kind of a shift in consumer behavior, showing you what they're actually spending their money on. And you can see that their money is being most oftentimes spent on experience-related services and traveling and things like that. So, just want to kind of share how I got into it. Just like Jason, I originally got into marketing and learning how to market online and generate leads to grow my own business. It had nothing to do with making money. I was very happy as an insurance agent. I think when I left, I was doing a little over $250,000 a year after all was said and done. So I was living a pretty decent lifestyle. It was a well-oiled machine. I didn't have to, wonder where my next meal was coming from. I traveled, 12 times in 1 year in 2013, my last year in the corporate world. So like I had a lot of vacation time, 401k, the works, had it all. And I wasn't looking necessarily to do marketing full time or teach people, but I just had this calling to show other people and help them. And I realized that the industry was really behind and there was a huge gap for me to fill. And I think that's important to be able to see that. And that's what's really led me to be successful, is seeing an opportunity in a given industry and being able to put something together to fill that void. And ultimately, we want to teach you how to do the same thing and recognize good affiliate opportunities, recognize when a good time to get in on a product is, how to promote it, how to make commissions on it, or even how to launch your own products and get people to resell your products. But essentially, I was able to increase my margins, stop marketing traditional way, and then ultimately, by doing that, I was able to double my income. I went from 150 to 256,000 in 1 year just from the marketing strategies alone. So even if you want to do nothing other than learn how to market to generate your own business and grow your own business, is still a great place for you. So if you have an existing store, or you're already part of something and you want to use our strategies to blow that up, hey, whatever you want to do. But ultimately, I started teaching people how to do this, right? And then I realized that I could get paid for doing it. And there was a guy who was telling me, hey, there's nobody teaching insurance agents what you do. Like, it's an untapped market. You should really do it. It's pretty apprehensive at first. Long story short, I got into it. And here's just a couple of the products, guys. I've got over 20 products that I've sold. And these are just a couple of some of the more recent ones that I launched, and shows the revenue that I've been able to generate from these. And these are, again, every month. As you see, 19, 313, 23, 972 every month. Is interesting because the digital products and stuff, once you build them, they're there. I did just over $180,000 of digital product sales last year, and I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't made a single phone call, didn't do a single appointment, literally on autopilot. And this isn't here to pound my chest. Trust me, there's guys that I've worked with like Frank Kern, Grant Cardone, that will out-earn me in a single day for an entire month, or sometimes several months. There's guys who've done $1 million on a single webinar. I think the highest grossing webinar that I ever did was with Frederick Eklund, $1 million listing in New York. We did just shy of, I think it was $140,000 on a single webinar for 1 hour, and took 48 hours to generate all that cash. But it was a great event. There's just so many success stories. Russell Brunson. So please don't take this as me boasting. I just want to show you what's possible and actual proof of concept here. Then I realized that there's this thing called affiliates, and you can build recurring revenue, not having to build my own products or teach anything that I knew. But if I saw a good product or somebody else who was doing something awesome, I could just simply refer people there, let them service it, let them supply it, let them worry about the client retention, and I get paid just for simply sending somebody to their site. See, there's this thing called affiliate marketing that allows you, basically with any company or product out there that's worth a shit, has an affiliate program. You could actually go to Best Buy right now. You go to the very bottom of the screen and you'll see a little link. It'll say affiliates. And that's what we're talking about. You can actually send traffic because these stores need so much traffic in order to stay profitable, and products need your help. They can't possibly reach everybody on their own. And so what they do is they'll pay you a commission because they track it to the link they send you. So you send somebody there, they buy, you get paid. You have to do nothing other than send somebody to the site. Now there's this big shift in social media called influencer marketing, and there's people getting paid millions of dollars. These YouTubers getting paid millions of dollars to sit there and be goofy on YouTube because they're doing ad share, revenue ad sharing. So basically, when somebody runs an ad on YouTube, those little ads that pop up, every time somebody clicks on it, the person who owns that video that ad showed up on gets a piece of that, and Google gets a piece of that. Facebook just opened up ad share revenue, and they're actually sharing with content creators revenue. So anytime somebody runs an ad that pops up on one of my videos, I get a share of what Facebook gets. So if they charge 10 cents for the click, you get 5, they get 5. And so they're basically utilizing your platform and your audience to drive traffic, and they're willing to share in the revenue that advertisers are paying them. So it's it goes really in depth, and we're going to teach you guys all of that stuff in the program, really help you understand how to navigate and the different approaches. But there's people like, Perez Hilton as a blogger. Look him up. He'll get like $5,000–$10,000 just to tweet your product. Just one tweet, boom, $5,000 done. So there's so many ways that you can really start to build an income. The way that I did it was essentially started by teaching people what I knew. So I offered a service to them, and then I focus on business owners because I'm a business guy. So when I see something that'll help a business owner, like a landing page service, I can say, hey, check this out. This is what I use. Or here's a webinar platform that I use. Oh, you need email automation? Here's the one that I use. And every code that I send out, I'm getting paid on it. And as long as they keep that and they keep paying, I keep getting paid commissions over and over and over again. And then over time, this stuff really, really builds up. There was one affiliate program that I started last year. I spent about 2 months working it, give or take. I did a couple webinars, and then I kind of just let it go. So I build it up, get a bunch of people, get it kind of well-oiled so it's running on its own, and then I just move on to the next thing. And then sometimes I'll keep working. It just depends on the model. But this one I just kind of built up and let it go, and it's one of the ones I'm actually getting more involved with. Again, it's around travel, but I generated $176,000 of additional income that wouldn't have otherwise been possible. And I put 168 affiliates under me, so I'm getting paid on everything that they do too. I know it sounds like multi-level, but it's not. It just goes down to one level. So I would teach other people how to do it. They go do it, and then I get a piece of what they're doing. So now I can just sit back. I don't even have to send traffic, and I'm still getting paid. And the total cost of that program for me was $497 one time. I guess it's annual, and I was able to turn that into $176,000, of which I think 20 or 30 of it is maybe 15 to 20 of it is recurring a month. $15,000 to $20,000 recurring a month on top of that. There's some big misconceptions I want to clear up first and foremost. This stuff doesn't happen overnight, guys. I know it looks that way, and it seems super easy, but I've been doing this for 5 years, so I don't want to mislead you. I don't want you to think that this is a push button get rich quick scheme. I don't want you to think that you're going to make $100,000 a year just because you like to. It doesn't work like that. There is work required. The great thing, though, about what we do in the digital marketing and internet marketing space is that once it's built, once you create, it's done. It's there forever, forever and ever and ever. I get people that sign up for products and services that I built a year ago, 2 years ago, that are just out there online. They're surfing online, they find it, boom, sign up, and you get paid. So some things you create it, you set it and forget it, and it's just mailbox money. Some things you got to really work, and you got to keep working. Some things take a long time. So there's short-term plays, there's long-term plays, and then there's kind of middle ground plays. So it's a good idea to have a good mix and streams coming from smaller little commission things. I do things that $7, $8 commission for. It's not a ton, but you do that over time, and those $7 and $8 commissions every month build up. So eventually you're getting $1,000, $2,000 a month from something like that. Something as simple as a domain name. You can sell a domain name. You can sell hosting. There's just so many opportunities. And even if you just built an extra grand a month, guys, a lot of times, you know, $1,000 to $3,000 a month, that's gonna pay your mortgage. Like a free house, that's crazy, crazy. You're gonna make, you know, so much more money here, and the potential is so much more, you know, so much higher on this side than anywhere else in the world. You know, there's just no other way. I was talking to Jason, looking at my earnings over the last several years, and I was like, you know, I'd have to be a Fortune 100 CEO to do and make what I make now. And I would never be home. I'd live out of a suitcase and travel around. So it's just crazy to think that you know, there's no discrimination. You can, you know, don't have any politics to play. You just follow some simple steps and, you know, put the time and energy into making something look good and follow a proven method, and you'll have as much success as you want to be. Now there is some risk. There's times, I'm not going to lie to you, there's times where I've put a ton of time. Even recently, I put a ton of time into a funnel. I spent like a week building this funnel, and although it didn't cost me time, a week is a lot of time, and probably 15, 20 hours building this funnel that I thought was going to be fantastic, and it fucking failed miserably. So there's times where you lose out. Sometimes you make a bad decision, buy into a deal that doesn't work. Maybe you partner with a bad company that goes out of business and your revenue stops. Like, that shit happens. The good thing is that working with us, we can help you avoid that. So you can put a deal in front of us and say, hey, I'm looking at this. What do you think? We can give you our honest opinion. But we're also going to present you and lay out some deals that are proven that we know aren't going anywhere, that are going to work, low startup costs, things like that. And you're not going to work 4 hours a week and launch $1 million webinar on autopilot. So that's just not how it works. Jason, I'm going to turn it over, man.
All right. Now, I mean, and I covered a lot of this earlier when I did my intro. So I started off as a life-only agent. So I started off doing that, and then moved into the PNC world, and quickly became, you know, to a point where once I connected with Shawn, I was not only doing just life insurance, I started doing on the PNC side as well. And then from there, really was able to take my my marketing abilities and lead generation and doing all of that, and was able to take it into an actual agency. And as I mentioned earlier, we ended up with 2 offices, and I had a really nice run before this right here, what's on the screen, really took off. And I posted this screenshot in the Midnight Masters group, the Midnight Marketing Masters group. So that was from June 1st when this officially launched to April 3rd. I mean, I'm sure it's changed a little bit. We've had a few more people come through since then. But I like that last slide that Shawn talked about, was kind of the misconceptions, because guys, do not be fooled by anybody that tells you that this is easy, that you're just gonna like I put it, you know, you're just gonna be on a beach somewhere, and you're just gonna like put together a webinar and a funnel that's gonna make you $1 million. It doesn't happen like that. So, and right at 10 months, I accumulated 29,392, but that is on monthly recurring revenue, all using the stuff that I had learned with Shawn and how to market it. But I did not accumulate that overnight. It took 10 months to get to that point, which, don't get me wrong, is nice to accumulate, 300,000 and some change in 10 months. I mean, that's pretty substantial. But it took quite a while to get to a point where it was evergreen. Early on, I mean, I was taking, several days a week, making sales calls, getting people signed up, because nobody's going to know your system and your process better than you. So, I mean, you've got to be willing to put in the work and the effort, because if you don't, nobody else will, and you're not going to see the results like what we're going to be able to show you and what we're going to be able to teach you. But yeah, so I've seen it there. So you can see I love that on opt-ins. I've had 173 people that have come to me, and they have all ended up purchasing, and I have amassed almost $30,000 in recurring revenue. this is just one of my revenue streams. This is not my, this is my primary revenue stream. Obviously, it's what gets, what earns the most, so it's what gets your most attention. Where Shawn has released multiple programs and multiple things, as he kind of talked about a while ago. He'll put in the work for a few months and kind of set it and forget it, and kind of move on to the next thing. I've taken that approach, but I pretty much just focus on one. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So I mean, as he said, you know, we're going to show you some of the opportunities. We're going to teach you how to do this. We're going to put in front of you some proven ways that you can make that recurring revenue stream. To, you know, if you want to do this part-time, fine, but you're going to have to expect part-time results. I mean, this is not going to be, you're not going to make $1 million, you know, working, you know, 4 or 5 hours a week. It just doesn't happen that way. I mean, unless you've got like a massive team that you're paying to do all the work for you. So, I mean, you're going to have to be willing to, you know, put in the time, put in the effort, and actually do the work. So, guys, I'm really excited to be able to show this all to you. I really, really can't wait to get on the inside of this thing. So, Shawn, you want to talk about your results page there?
Yeah, so those are actually just some campaign results. But I think, you know, what I want to point out, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them and we can make sure that we answer those for you. But, you know, what I want to kind of point out here is this is the first time that I've actually put anything together formally to teach people how to do this. So not that I'm not experienced, but it's just a unique opportunity for you. And because, you know, I didn't get into this business to teach people how to do this, I think that is, you know, a key differentiator between this program and the motivation behind it versus other people out there. There's a lot of other people who will teach you this stuff. They'll, you know, pump everything up with fake screenshots of success. They'll, you know, rent a Ferrari for a video. You know, they'll make everything look all nice and easy, and they'll sell you this big dream. And then they don't really have any substance. And the reason they don't have any substance is because they don't have any real products, any real experience in building affiliate revenue. The only thing that they make money on is getting you into their program to teach you how to supposedly make money. But what we're able to do is give you real examples of what we're doing, you know, to give you the different affiliate opportunities that we're actually part of and show you those, so that if you don't have anywhere to start, then you can start with those because they're proven. We're giving you the exact steps that we're using, the exact ads that we're using, the exact methods that we're using, the targeting, the landing pages. Jason's already got pre-built funnels for a lot of stuff that he just sends you a code and boom, your funnel's already done. Like, I didn't have that. And I think that's something to point out too. Jason invested in programs with me. I don't know, I'm sure probably elsewhere as well, to learn and, you know, how to do this stuff, and then had to put it all together and trial and error on his own. And I did the same thing. I spent over $100,000 from different coaches, joining different programs to learn how to market online. And nobody gave me a blueprint of like, here's how to build a digital product. Here's how to set up a coaching program. It's all very vague, you know, and you got to kind of mold and fit it to your widget. And we're just giving you the exact steps. Like, listen, if you want to get into business X, let's use telemedicine for example. I've got a telemedicine deal that we share with you. Here's how to do it. Here's how to set up the page. Here's the posts that we use. Here's how we drive traffic. Here's the ad copy. Like, here it is. It's all there. Same thing with, you want to start a digital marketing agency. You want to sell websites or web development. You've got landing pages. You want to build a program because you're the best peach grower in the state of Georgia. Like, whatever it is that you want to do, we can give you everything that you would need to do that, backed by actual results and experience. So it's not specific to any particular niche. It doesn't matter if you're currently selling real estate or hamburgers. We'll be able to help you get started, help you map everything out, set up your goals, figure out which route is going to be best for you, because there's different ways to approach this. Like I said, from the influencer side to the reseller side to the affiliate side, there's 3 very different ways that you can approach this business. And it all just depends on your schedule, your budget, the time and effort that you want to spend in it. Whether this is a short-term thing because you need to get through a tough period financially, maybe you just got a goal of, hey, if I could just get my car paid off or my debt paid off, then I'm not in this to really make a living. I just need to get out of a rut. Or hey, it'd be nice to have a vacation fund. Whatever that is, will help you kind of decide, and then show you based on those goals and what you're wanting to do, what the best route for you to take would be. Jason, what do you think on that? Anything you want to add on those points?
No, I mean, I think you're hitting it perfect, because I mean, there's so many ways that we can do this. Whether it's, I like if you're the best peach farmer in Georgia, I like that. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Whatever your niche is, whatever. I mean, maybe you've got some hidden talent that you're really good at something. I was telling, if you know Russell Brunson and the ClickFunnels story, I was sharing this with Shawn the other day. I mean, he made his first 6 figures on a funnel telling people how to make a potato gun. So he made 6 figures on showing people how to make like old country potato gun, because he grew up in Idaho, and that's where, that's what they did when they were growing up out and bored in the country. So that's what they did. So that's where he made his money. And then from there, he began to capitalize. It was like, okay, well, now I'm not only going to show you how to do it, but now I'm going to put together a kit. We're going to mail it to you. And then I'm going to have a mastermind where we're going to share best techniques and all this different stuff. So it really doesn't matter what your niche is or what you're good at. If you have people like Shawn and I behind you that can show you how to market it and how to advertise it and how to run traffic to it, guys, you can make money at no matter what your niche is. We just got to help you kind of dial in what it is. And then once we have that, the rest, we've got the experience, and we can show you exactly what to do and how to do it. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. And you know what? And if you're sitting here and if you're listening to this, whether you're on the live call or you're catching this on the replay in the next couple of days, that's fine. But what I want you to hear me say is, if you're hearing this and you're saying, well, Jason, Shawn, I don't really have like some big skill set that I can go and teach people how to do, that's fine. That's why we're going to give you some of the affiliate opportunities that we already know about, that are proven and have a track record to it. So if you don't have like something that you can go and you can teach and you can market yourself, we've already got those things. We've got it all lined out, and we're ready to show you exactly how to do it. And you can use stuff that's already in motion. You just kind of capitalize on their momentum.
Yeah, and even if you got a business and you just want to, first, like both of us did, we both got into marketing because it's an amazing skill set to have, first and foremost. But you can use it to bring more value to your company, bring more value to your own business. If you want to just figure out how to leverage some of these tactics to first build your own business further, whatever the case is, we're going to be able to help you out with that. And if you just go to sellingwithshawn.com/M3 application. So talk about format real quick of the program, and then we'll let you guys off here. There's going to be a combination of recorded content and webinars that are already in place for you, all the resources. So you have like a step-by-step recorded version. The reason that we call this Midnight Marketing Masters is because the goal of this is, we understand that most people are probably already doing something else, and they're going to have to do this stuff basically when you put the kids down because you're busy. So I totally understand if you've got a job, you can't be on the live calls or whatever. That's like, we understand. That's the purpose of the group, Midnight Marketing Masters. If you ever listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, if you don't, check him out. He talks about how to build side hustles and how 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. is prime time for building a side hustle. So, this is 24/7, access to the content whenever. If you're in your, PJs and want to listen to it, the replays on the couch or whatever, you can't interact live. That's totally cool. We understand that as well. And then there's also going to be live calls. So we're going to work with you on group calls. And then for some of you, depending on the level that you join, you'll get, I think if you do like an annual deal with us, like our gold package, you're going to get 24 one-on-one sessions with myself and Jason. He doesn't know that. I just told him that just now with you. But each of us are going to do, you get one free one-on-one session outside of the group calls and the recorded content. But you get 24 sessions with myself and Jason, 12 each, to help you, build something out or fine tune whatever it is that you're doing, to really hold your hand and walk you through it. So those will be at your leisure. I'm typically around to about 8 p.m. Central, so I can even do after hours if you want to. But we can't do this for everybody. So my goal isn't to just open this up to the masses and just make a bunch of money and let people fail. Like, I've never been about that life. What I want to do is take a few people that I think can make it work and can actually reach their goal. So when I say make it work, that doesn't mean that you're going to make 200 grand. It means that you're going to make what you want to make. Like, if your goal, is just to make a couple hundred extra bucks, I want to set you up so that you can do that as quickly as possible. So we set up an application here, sellingwithshawn.com/M3 application. Jason, can you double check that URL, make sure that's right? Last webinar I did.
I'll put it in the chat box as well.
And just fill out a quick questionnaire so we can kind of understand a little bit more about you, what your goals are. We can only take a few people at a time in this program, maybe 10. And again, it's not because, I want to make sure that you get results, because when you go out into the world and you say that you learned from me, I want that to mean something. I truly want to be part of your success stories. Again, I didn't get into this business to create a program like this. That's why it's taken almost 6 years before I've ever done it. I'm only doing it purely to help. And had it not been for the nationwide lockdown and me seeing people in really bad situations financially, had it not been for that, I probably would have never even done this program, at least anytime soon. Like, because we're super busy. Like, we have a lot of stuff going on. We've got over 100 active clients on retainer. So it's not something that I necessarily, and it's certainly at the price point that we're putting this in at, we're not making anything. It's not about making money. It's about truly being part of your success stories, because nothing is more fulfilling than to see somebody like Jason go out and absolutely kill it, after taking what he's learned and then being able to put that into action for himself, and the dozens of other people that have done it as well, who are making 6-7 figures and got their start with me at one of my masterminds, my live events, or whatever. That's really what this is about. So we want to get a few people that we can work closely with and make this work. So go to sellingwithshawn.com/M3 application and fill that out, and then myself or Jason will get with you. We'll kind of go more in depth, and then we'll also send you the link to the actual page to see more specifically what's in the program. We're going to have an entire sales page on that as well, so you can check that out. But first and foremost, we just want to get our first group of people applied, and then we will release all that information later. So that's kind of the format here. Jason, do we have some questions to answer?
Yeah, so we've got Robin posted the question, says, if we already have an existing business and would like to take it to the next level, can you help us fine tune the funnels, ads, websites, etc.?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so this isn't about a recruitment thing. It's not about making you join our affiliate programs or sell our products or services. It's just about showing you what we're doing and what works for us. You can follow that if you want to. Like, if you don't have any direction and you want to start with, okay, let me just do what they're doing. And once you get the hang of it, and you can kind of find other opportunities. I mean, once you get in here, if you're the right fit, when you get in here, you're going to see what Jason saw. You're going to see the enormous opportunity. And tell me if I'm wrong, Jason, but for me, it's the excitement will keep you up at night. Like, when you get in here and you start learning how to do this, especially when you make your first commission, you get that first commission check, you see that first conversion, and you're like, holy shit, here we go. Yeah, I saw Doug on here. Doug, I think Doug might still be here, but he'll tell you too. I mean, he came down the same path, and ultimately started as a client, and then I saw an opportunity that we could work together. We worked together for about 6 months, and then we became business partners and launched Surefire Digital Media. The guy that originally showed me affiliate marketing back in 2007, he and I have a business together called Converted Media. We develop software and marketing automation tools, website design, and so it's a really great opportunity to where sky's the limit, and there's really nothing holding you back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and that's very true. I mean, it's, and Robin, real quick, I'm not sure what industry or niche you're in, so throw that in the chat box. I'd be curious to know. But yeah, I mean, we can, I mean, just because we have a proven concept and proven method in working in the insurance space and, kind of working in that arena, what we have found is this can work in, a lot of different areas, a lot of different niches. Oh, okay. So like storm shelters and stuff. Yeah, good deal. So yeah, I mean, we can come up with something. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things, and I think Shawn mentioned it earlier. Once you kind of get once you get a feel for the concepts, and you get an idea of how it all works and the structure of it all, it's pretty straightforward on how we can adapt it. And it's not hard once we get kind of get the basics down. So, well, Shawn, before we, because there's not really any other questions, got some excitement there.
Somebody's curious on something. Come on.
Okay, so Kevin just dropped in there. What does the M3 University cost? Besides that, is there software to purchase that all?
Yeah, perfect. So guys, we'd love to have a chat with you. If this is something that interests you, you want to take a look at it, even if maybe finances don't afford you the opportunity to join now, and you just want to learn more, still, fill that out. We'd love to talk with you. I do plan on doing this again. So it's not a one-time thing, although I don't know, I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to do it right after this one. So this could be the only one for a while. We haven't really decided yet. I guess it just depends on how this initial program goes. But if you are watching this on a replay, then it's very probable that we do still have it going. Otherwise, we would take it down. So if you're having financial trouble right now, and you can't make that happen, let's talk about it, because I do want to help you. I want to be able to help you out. So if your intent is in the right place and your motivation is in the right place, I'm more worried because that $299 doesn't. I'll waste more money than that on a given day. It's not like doesn't make or break me one way or the other. It's just something to help pay the time that we're spending. But our goal again is to be part of something bigger. So let us know. Fill out the form. Go to sellingwithshawn.com/M3 application, and let's have a chat. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you guys for taking time with us.